Do the Titans have a miracle left in them in what has been a magical season to this point? If they do, they need it now. Christie kicks it high and short. Going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. Pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson.
He's got something.
30,
He's
40,
got something.
50.
He's got it.
40.
He's got it.
20. 10.
He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle. Tennessee has pulled a miracle.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from T&J, and we are here starting a new series on the channel. I'm excited for this one. And look, my team here, I'm a Broncos fan, and the thing about starting a franchise with your favorite team is that you're biased towards a lot of decisions you make. You don't really make decisions objectively. And what I'm going to do here, Bills Mafia, stand up. We're going to start a franchise with the Bills, and they have a good mixture of young guys and old guys, veterans. They have a good D-line, a decent O-line. They have Richie Incognito and Marcel Darius on the other side of the ball, Kyle Williams as well. And man, I'm excited because I have a lot of flexibility with the Bills. They don't have necessarily a franchise quarterback because remember, they took all offseason to decide whether to pay Tyrod Taylor, and even at that, they gave him a 2-year. They restructured his contract to be good for the next 2 years, but only the first year is guaranteed. And man, if you've been paying attention to the Bills during the preseason, Nathan Peterman, I mean, this guy was one of the guys Mel Kiper, Todd McShay were talking about before the draft, saying that he might be the dude in Buffalo. So, and another reason why I picked the Bills is because I wanted to pick a team that hasn't been to the playoffs, has struggled when it comes to that department. And the Bills haven't been to the playoffs since the Music City Miracle in 1999, 17 years. It's time to turn it around here. So let's start with the Bills, man. We're actually going to start from this point in the season. So we're at preseason week 3. So we're going to start actually at the preseason week 3. We are actually going to, we're going to be the coach here. I think the coach, actually let's be the owner. Let's be the owner. Let's be the owner here. Let's just be the active owner. That's fine. We can just be the active owner. Let's go to league settings really quick. Let's set this up. All Madden, you know, normal simulation, because I want the realistic injuries, everything like that. Let's see, all this stuff doesn't matter. Coach firing, CPU only, salary cap, yep. All this stuff, player progression frequency, determines when the CPU teams progress players. Doesn't impact user teams. Let's just keep it on default. Every 4 weeks is fine. We'll play 6-minute quarters with no accelerated clock. So let's see, full control, weekly training, all this stuff should be manual. Let's see here. So let's just start this, man. I'm excited for this, man. Bills Mafia, stand up. So here's the intro. It looks like that's gonna be it. Okay, so it's starting the league. So let's just run through the Bills roster here, starting with the quarterback position. Like I said, Tyrod Taylor. And here's the thing, man. I mean, let's see if we can view his contract here. I don't know if we can here. Oh, here it goes. It takes all this to get the contract. So yeah, so here he has an $11.5 million contract for 2017, $12 million next year. His cap hit is $11.5 million. So I know in real life his contract is only guaranteed through this year. And you know, the thing about Tyrod Taylor, it is a video game, so it is more fun to play with a fast quarterback. But in real life, he's just not gonna be there. Like, he's gonna be a decent quarterback at best, but the Bills are projected to only win like 5 or 6 games this season. So we're actually going to be looking to possibly build with Nathan Peterman. We don't know. Tyrod still might be the answer, but I'm intrigued by Nathan Peterman. He came out of Pitt. He's a really good option, and he's a smart quarterback. That's the thing. He's smart. And I know that's a typical thing to say about a quarterback, but he really does make good decisions. He's been the best quarterback for the Bills in the preseason by far. Next, let's move on to running back. So LaShawn McCoy is going to lock the starting spot down. You know, there have been people saying that the Bills might be trading him. I don't see why these teams trade LaShawn McCoy. This dude does nothing but produce. So he's going to definitely be our starter. But for the backup, we're going to have a little competition here. Tywan Jones out of Eastern Washington. He's a 6-year vet. And Joe Banyard out of UTEP. Jonathan Williams and Jordan Johnson. Jordan Johnson has a long shot of making this team. He just doesn't have the tools necessary. He only has 84 speed. Joe Banyard as well. He's a guy that's competing with Tywan Jones, because right now it looks like it's going to be a two-man race for that backup running back position. And you never know, man. We can pick somebody up off of somebody else's practice squad. We can make a trade. So that backup running back position is going to be crucial, because you never know. If LaShawn McCoy goes down, which he gets hurt every single year, it seems like, we might need somebody else. So at the fullback here, we actually have Mike Tolbert as the backup fullback, and then Patrick DeMarco. We're only going to carry one fullback, so it's not looking good for Mike Tolbert here. At the wide receiver position, now this is interesting. So if you look at what we got in that Darby trade, we got Jordan Matthews back. So Jordan Matthews is a solid wide receiver. He's 25, 90 speed. Let's look at his ratings here. 82 catch, 84 catch in traffic, 85 route running, 86 spectacular, and 79 release. He's good, man. He's really good. I think Jordan Matthews probably was one of the most underrated receivers in the league, and maybe that's why the Bills saw something in him to trade for him. And he doesn't have a huge contract right now. So now behind him, Philly Brown is only 25 years old. I feel like Philly Brown, it seems like, has been in the league for a long time, but he's only been in the league 3 years. 25 years old, like I said. He's got 90 speed, 94 acceleration. We're going to be using that acceleration and speed over the top. He's going to be a nice little addition on the outside or in the slot. So Andre Holmes also as well is a nice veteran piece here. 6 years he's been in the league now. He's only 87 speed, but at least he has spectacular catch pretty high. But look, this is the guy I'm excited about. Zay Jones out of Eastern Carolina, 90 speed. He's 6'2". He's a bigger receiver. We do have a lot of big receivers on this team, but 90 speed at 6'2", 91 acceleration, 88 catching. So he's not going to drop a lot of passes, because look at this, 86 catch in traffic, 90 spectacular catch. His route running's got to get better, 67, and his release. But look, he can go up and get an 87 jump. He's gonna be a pretty good player, and I'm looking for him to have a big rookie season. We're probably going to put him on the outside. He's not the best receiver statistically here as far as overall goes, but he's a guy that is actually going to be a staple in our offense because he has the skills to be Calvin Johnson type. I'm not going to put that type of expectation on him, but he has the chance to be a speed guy and somebody that can go up and get it and be a matchup nightmare. Charles Clay at the tight end position, that's kind of locked down. Nick O'Leary is probably going to be the backup here, and for that third spot, I don't even know if we'll carry. Well, we probably will carry 3 tight ends. I know Logan Thomas was the guy that everybody was excited about in the offseason because he converted from a quarterback to tight end. So we'll see what these guys can do in these last 2 preseason games. Cordy Glenn at left tackle, no competition there. Richie Incognito, the left side of the line is looking good. And this is where we get a little hazy here. Eric Wood at center, John Miller and Ducasi, is that how you say his name? Ducasi at right guard. They're going to be competing here because I don't know who's going to take that. Matter of fact, let's look at the ratings here. So looks like John Miller has better run blocking, better impact blocking, but Ducasi has better strength. So we're going to see. But John Miller is only 2 years in the league, so he's going to be easy to progress because he's 24. You really don't really progress people outside of 24, 25, 26 years old. So here at right tackle, we have a rookie here, Deion Dawkins, he's actually going to be a good player. I mean, because like I said, if you play Madden, it's easy to progress players when they're younger. He has 90 strength right now. Pass block 79, 82 run block, 83 impact. So that's a good sign here. Now let's get to the defense here. This is where the Bills have shined the last few years. This is what's kept them in games. Shaq Lawson, 23 years old. Man, he's going to be fun to play with, especially coming off that edge. 82 speed. Let's see, 79 power moves, 64 finesse, 78 block shed. Hit power at 84, pursuit at 78. So he's going to be a pretty good player here. And here at right end, we have Jerry Hughes. He's actually going to be a pretty good player as well, coming off the edge. He's got 81 speed, 82 play rec, finesse moves at 88. So we're going to be looking to get to the passer here with these guys. So here's our big boys in the middle: Kyle Williams, Marcel Darius. And you never know, man, we might need some help, maybe on the offensive end, maybe at receiver. I don't know, maybe on another position, cornerback, because we just traded Darby. Marcel Darius might be a guy that might be expendable, or Kyle Williams. We don't know. These guys are pretty good right now. Marcel Darius, we don't know. We'll see how everything goes, because these guys are, like I said, staples in our defense because they're big defensive linemen. They clog up running lanes. So we might need some help somewhere in the secondary here, because we have Gerald Hodges Jr. at left outside linebacker, a solid player, Preston Brown at the middle linebacker, along with Reggie Ragland. Reggie Ragland might get his chance this year. He was great at Alabama, so great. Last year he had an okay year. He probably expected him to do a little better, but it's all right, because I mean, it's a new year, so he's got a chance to prove himself. He's only been in the league 1 year. He's only 23 years old, so he's got a lot of room to grow. On the right outside linebacker, Lorenzo Alexander, who's actually an older guy. He's a really older guy, so we might have to get his eventual replacement, Carl Bradford. I don't know if he's going to be that guy. And Ian Seau, I don't know about him, but here's our secondary here. So this is where we might have a little troubles here. EJ Gaines. This is the guy we got in the trade for the Rams. It's trading Sammy Watkins over there. Then we have Sharice Wright, who's going to be our second guy out of the blocks. And then Tre'Davious White, who's actually a rookie out of LSU. I'm excited about this guy, though. But it is alarming that he is going to be our best player on the roster right out of the gate, because usually if a rookie corner is your best player in the secondary, that's kind of alarming, because rookies make mistakes, and he's going to make plenty of mistakes this year, but he's going to have to hold it down for the time being until we get him some secondary help, because like I said, we let go of Darby. And here was our big signing in the offseason, Micah Hyde, coming over from the Green Bay Packers. I'm excited to play with Hyde. As you know, I live in Wisconsin, so I knew Micah Hyde all through his years with Green Bay. He's a good player, really good player. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife, man. He can play slot corner, he can play safety, he can punt return, kick return, he can do it all. So I'm excited for what he can bring. He's only 26. He's got a lot of potential still, and he's 26 years old. So like I said, look, this is what I was talking about. He can play man, 79 man, 79 zone. So I mean, he's solid everywhere. 73 catch, 73 tackle, 82 pursuit. I mean, he's a good guy that you can just put anywhere. 74 carrying, and I'm telling you, that can help on punt return. So 86 returning. So let's go to strong safety here. Jordan Poyer. This is where we're gonna need help. Jordan Poyer is only 68 overall. Yeah, we're gonna need some. Definitely, we're gonna need some help there. Maybe Colt Anderson or Bakari Rambo might slot over into that strong safety. I'm not sure. We'll have to see, because I need somebody that can tackle as well, and these two cannot tackle well. Let's look at Jordan Poyer. He can't tackle well. So 52 tackling, 69 for Shamil Gary. So onto the kicker, Steven Hauschka, and the punter, Colin Schmidt. And even here, we might need another punter, because we need a guy that can pin the guys deep, the other team deep. So here's what our draft picks are looking like. We're actually in a good spot next year for the draft, because we have Kansas City's pick at 22. We have the Rams' second round pick in that Sammy Watkins trade, which is funny. Why do the Rams keep trading all these picks? They traded the house to get Jared Goff. Then they trade their second round pick for 2018 to us. I mean, it's ridiculous. So then we have we have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, 2 third-round picks. I mean, we have a 4th, a 5th, and a 7th. So next year's draft is going to be huge for us. We're going to need to build through the draft. Like I said, we don't need to make too many moves, but our secondary is definitely the weak spot in this team, and Bills Mafia, man, let's get it, man. That's gonna do it for this episode. Tune in, and we're gonna have our 3rd preseason game. This is the dress rehearsal for the regular season, so we're gonna need some guys to perform well. We'll see how the secondary position battles go, because right now we don't really know who's going to be our second corner, who's going to be the slot corner. We have EJ Gaines, Sharice Wright. We don't know who's going to win that. And then we have Leonard Johnson here, who could be the dark horse, or we could possibly make a trade for another corner on another team. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We're going to be back for the next episode. Bills Mafia, stand up.